Hi everyone, my name is Vesu Johnson Adewumi, popularly known as Vesu Johnson. I'm a Nigerian filmmaker and social entrepreneur. I'm the director and producer of Wazobia Bar. Couple of Nigerian tribes, they're coming together of different tribes in one location, in one bar that addresses Nigerian situations, our differences, our unism, our corporate identity, kind of, and then the irregularities we have between tribes, how tribes come together to support each other, and then once in a while come together to disagree over certain issues. That's basically the concept of Wazobia Bar, the coming together of different tribes in one location and how we relate to each other. For Wazobia Bar, I would say it's like a test run to see what we could achieve, what we could make with little resources. So it's more like friends coming together to support each other and see how we could come up with a different comedy series that will address Nigerians' needs and then also bring Nigerians together in unity. So this first episode is like a pilot or a test run for what is to come. But even with this, I bet there's a lot of drama and lot of entertainment that is embedded. We faced a couple of challenges because we filmed towards the period where Nigerians are coming together for protests, for the end bad governance protests. So a couple of challenges that we face in terms of background noise, ambience. Most of the time we had to wait for plane movements, and then sometimes we had to deal with sirens of the police moving around and protesters shouting and all. But in all, we had to make do with what we have and make sure we finish it and finish well. So challenges are part of filmmaking. Each production comes with its own challenges, but the resilience to come through and see it to the end is what makes us the filmmakers that we are. Call it guerrilla filmmaking, call it YouTube shoot. Filmmaking comes with its own challenge, no matter the budget. So we had our own fair share of challenges on this production, but we were able to see it through. That's what makes us who we are. Okay, Wazobia Bar, like I said, is like a small village, in the sense that it has different ethnic groups, like a multi-ethnic setup. We have the Igbos, we have the Hausas, we have the Yorubas, we have the Efik, we have the Igalas, we have the Benin, we have some other tribes that were represented in one bar or a beer parlor, kind of like you will say it in Nigeria. And then each episode comes with its own drama. Each episode comes with its own surprise package. Each episode comes with its own comedy and feel good moments. That is what Wazobia Bar is all about. Anybody that watches it, as long as you are a Nigerian, you would always have something to relate with, something you've experienced before, something you know about or you felt before. So it's a relative production, a relative series for every Nigerian out there and African at large. You can relate to the hustle and bustle. We know when there is beer involved and people tends to act funny. People tends to be overly dramatic. And then we are also a religious country. You will also find the religious parts of Nigerians in the movie too. So it's an all-encompassing moment for Nigerians. It's a feel-good moment. That's how Wazobia Bar is plotted to be. Every Nigerian would relax and enjoy it. You will laugh your butt out. I can promise you that. It's a 10/10. Trust me, everybody came with their A game. It's like an inbuilt for them. It's like a second nature for all the actors. Everybody came, and I like it when I like it as a director when actors are competitive kind of, and I noticed it in Wazobia, but every actor wants to be out there. Every actor wants to do their best. Every actor's putting extra energy, extra effort. Some of the actors lost their voice while filming. It's that serious because everybody wants to come up on top of their game. Uh, Starting from Ekene as the owner of the bar, Freddie George being Ekene, he came out with a different version of Freddie George, putting in energy. The other actors were able to push him and motivate him to be a better version of himself, and also to be a better version of the character Ekene. And then you sometimes find where he's trying to switch from being a producer to being an actor, trying to find the balance and all that. But it's a good competition. It's a good momentum for actors when other actors inspire you to get better. Eniola is a fantastic actor. Eniola brought in the character of the Yoruba Christian mother, and also a Raz local woman, all encompassing. And then Chimamanda, Chichi, beautiful character. She brought in her energy. She brought in her A game. Efosa, Efosa is life of the party. He is always putting in the energy, putting in the right attitude, the ad libs, the ginger on set. You can feel it. Apostle, one of a kind. He brought in a different energy, coming in as a comedian and actor. It has a different vibes, and people from the South can really relate to the Apostle character very well. I love the fact that he brought in a Christian perspective to Wazobia Bar, and then he also brought in uh, uh, a religious angle to it. So it's not all about alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. There is also the Christian brotherhood stand, where you see him working with Eniola in some parts where they are trying to project their religious belief and all. So, like I said earlier on, we are a religious country, so it's also reflecting in Wazobia Bar, either the Christian way or the Muslim way or the traditional. It has a perfect blend, kind of. For other actors I can mention but few, Dauda. The Dauda character is another fantastic character for Wazobia Bar. Dauda brought in the northern feel or the northern vibe for Wazobia Bar. Dauda came with a different energy and drive. You can tell from his charisma, from his delivery, for his demeanor, kind of. You can feel the northern, the Hausa version or the Hausa representation for Wazobia Bar. It's a balanced series. For Olamide and Duro, you also feel the Yoruba version too. Olamide came in A game. Duro came with a strong A game too. You can feel the Yoruba culture, the Yoruba essence, the Yoruba charisma in both characters. There are other character actors to mention. Farouk is another one that brought in the Igala version. You feel his stance. You feel his charisma. You feel his acting prowess too, as someone from the Igala side, the north central, or the middle belt per se. So every actor comes in with their different games. There are lots of them to mention. Ejiofor happens to be the uncle to Ekene. He also comes with his own vibe, his own Igbo essence, Igbo culture and tradition. With So everybody tries to represent different ethnic groups in the movie. That's the coming together of different characters that made up the Wazobia Bar. Like the name implies, Wazobia. Wa is the from the southwest, Zo is the north, Bia is the southeast. Well, we also have some other minor ethnic groups that comes together to form the Wazobia brand. that we represent today. Nigerian fans out there, one thing I can assure you is no more time for a boring comedy series. This is a web series that is educative and it's also entertaining. You will never have a boring moment watching Wazobia Bar. I promise you that one. You will never have a boring moment. You will never have to skip to the next video. You would make sure you watch from the beginning to the end, and also make sure you subscribe whenever you're watching. Don't just watch and laugh. Subscribe so that you can press the notification bell so that you can always get notified when our next video drops. Shout out to my friends and families and loved ones and everybody watching Wazobia Bar. Make sure you keep streaming and watching Wazobia Bar weekly. Make sure you click on the subscription button and the notification bell so that you can get notified on the next video. Thank you very much, and I love you all.